Hello everyone. It is Stacy with Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts. And how is everyone doing today? I hope you all are well. I am here to do a WIP and Chat, and I know it's been like forever, but hey, what can I say? There's been a lot going on, a lot of medical stuff going on as well, and I will let you briefly in on what's been happening. So I wanted to welcome all of my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few, so I am really excited. If I can reach 300, I think I might actually do a giveaway. So if you haven't already subscribed and you're coming, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the screen. And that way you can see all my videos, and don't also forget to hit the little bell. It'll go off with a ding ding, let you know when I upload any new videos, and there will be more coming because I am actually doing an event in February with Christopher Colossa and Brandy Mystery, who is Mystery of Diamonds. Don't forget to subscribe to their channels. It's going to be a hashtag Retro Cult Classic event. But right now I am working on an image I got from One Day Savings, and it's for Smashin' the Specials, which is being done by Brandy Mystery of Diamonds. And who else is doing? And Mindy. So yeah, so I am not normally one to single place anything. I hate single placing unless it's a small confetti section of my diamond painting, but I don't mind doing the special drills. It's just these little bubble ones are annoying because you have to single place everything. But it was fun to do it as a challenge. I'm also doing it as a challenge with Rose Profit Creations. She challenged us, just a general challenge, to work on anything we haven't done before. And so special drills was my thing. Now I have blinged up paintings before, not really well, but attempted to. I've done 2 self-blinging up. I'm not really 100% comfortable with that, but it's a work in process in itself. And what else have I been working on? Let's see. I just finished the Mica Jalea, so I will probably be doing a completion since I have more than one painting completed this month. I will probably be doing a completion video so you can see the 3 that I finished, or actually 4. I think 4, maybe 5. After this one, I don't know. I'm just trying to get this one finished today for the Smashin' the Specials so I can get it in before the end of the day. So what are you all working on? What projects, what events are you looking forward to? I know Drills and Chills are coming up. That so many of us are wanting to do, as well as the DP, what was the witch one? Oh my gosh. Festival of Witches. Yes, I can't forget that one because I love both of those creators. That's with so DP Festival of Witches is with Emeralds and Fairy Lights, or Lindsay, and the Drills and Chills is with Katie of Diamonds and Washi, and that is where I mainly started a lot of my big events. And when I don't even have a multi-placer thing in there for any type of wax or anything, so I'm not going to be using that part of it. But that is officially, I'm going to say it officially, where I started my event. So it's been like a year since I've been participating, so it's my anniversary for diamond painting, and it's been a wonderful journey. I've got to meet so many different people, and even found a new job that I've been able to work on with one of the creators on a full-time basis in businesses. So that has been very rewarding in itself and fun, but mostly just meeting so many fun people to hang out with and do things with. It's been amazing. I do want to give shout outs to Tink, Christopher, and Rose, who have pretty much been my go-tos these past, I want to say at least 6 months. in terms of my surgery, my recovery. So thank you so much to the three of you for constantly being there for me to talk to when I need to and keep me company. And then I do also want to thank Mindy and Angie for the Craftnado. Both of you have inspired me in my crochet with challenges of working on a pillow. Not only a pillow, which I don't do pillows, but also granny square pillows. And I was like, okay, these chicks are cool. Like, I know them in the diamond painting world, but I haven't done a crochet with anyone before. And I never thought I'd challenge myself, but oh my gosh, they make it so much fun. If you guys like to crochet, check these girls out. It's Angie the Craftnado and Mindy. I think her channel's Mindy's Diamond Moments or Diamond Painting Moments, something like that. But most of you are probably already familiar with her. I'm not putting links below just because there's so many shout outs that I'm doing right now. But yeah, so I've been working on crochet. I've actually had time to do that and making these beautiful granny squares, which I never thought or imagined I would be able to do. We're doing the Sisters in Stitch crochet along, and thankfully we've got their videos because they make the person that does the tutorial is amazing. It makes it so much easier than reading the pattern. So I've just kind of been doing that. I'm like, I still have to weave in my ends of the crochet, which I absolutely hate doing. So I'm just trying to figure out how to tie the back into knots and then I'll just cut it so that way I don't have to worry about crocheting in the ends. But what can you do? If not, I will super glue or hot glue it or something. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Just so the ends will stay. But yeah, so I've been doing the crochet along. You probably saw a couple of the images. I've got to, so we still have a long ways to go, and then we've got to sew everything up into the pillow form. So that's going to be super interesting because apparently it's a really big pillow, a lot bigger than we expected. So that's that. What else? We took a trip to California back at the end of June to mid-July, which was fun, but oh my gosh, I really overdid it while I was out there. I wasn't quite yet at my 6 months. I think I was only 4 months, 3 or 4 months in. Let's see, I had my surgery March, April, May, June. Yeah, about 3 to 4 months in on my surgery post-op, and I really overdid it. We got there on a Monday, and Wednesday we decided to go to Universal. I was feeling pretty good. I wasn't completely tired. I was a little bit worn out, but it was mostly because of the bed I was sleeping on. I was not getting a good night's sleep, and my body was just, my whole back was really, really sore. I can't sleep on coil mat. I think they're called coil mattresses. I just can't sleep on them. So what happened was, that's where I was sleeping. So we went to Universal that Wednesday. I hadn't yet adjusted to another bed yet. I was very uncomfortable, but Universal, I thought I was doing good up until the 3rd hour or so, and then I was just really, really feeling it. So we decided to go on the tram, and that jarred my whole stomach. When we got to the earth, most of it was okay, but once we got to the earthquake, it just jarred my entire stomach, and I was feeling it. But once it came to getting off, I didn't realize how overworked I guess my legs were, because they were like jello, and I couldn't support myself getting off of that tram, which was really weird. I was able to walk it out for a little bit, but it's just like I couldn't go any further. And so my family, or my sister and her kids and my daughter, all decided to go on some of the virtual roller coasters that they had. We didn't see any shows, and I think if we saw some shows, that would have helped with the rest period. And I'm kind of upset we didn't see shows, but it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not upset, but I was just a little disappointed because I knew Jackie would like the animal show and some of the special effects shows that she's never seen before. But she wants to go back. She really liked it, more so than I think Disneyland, because I think she's getting too big for Disneyland. I don't know. And it's a shame because Disneyland we go to every year, and this is the first year that we didn't go. And I think it's just because I knew I wasn't going to be able to ride a lot of the rides, so it was kind of like a wasted ticket. They need to have tickets for people who want to ride the rides, or wristbands for people who don't want to ride the rides, or vice versa. Because a lot of those parents have babies, and yeah, they do the switch off, but some of them don't even want to ride. They just go there for the family. And they really should have a no ride ticket. Or something where the people who do want to ride the rides have to wear, versus not wearing anything. So it's like you have to show a wristband or something when you get on a ride. And I think that would make it more economical for a lot of people as well. I mean, do you guys agree with me that riders should have a wristband that they have to wear to be able to ride on any rides? And those that don't have a wristband don't ride, pretty much, and can get a less expensive ticket. I mean, come on. Who's in it with me? Who thinks that that is the best scenario for families? I think it is. I really do. You can still keep like a $75 ticket, not like $100-something ticket. But that's besides the point. That's just my personal opinion. I guess I'm getting too old. I don't know. I love Disneyland though. I miss that I'm not going so much. But it's all good. So yeah, we went there, and then I was trying to get to see my aunt in San Diego, but she never got a hold of us until like last minute, which is really a shame. But I guess I'm kind of happy I didn't go, because it was just going to be too much work packing things up, staying out there for a night, and then coming back. And I was just worried about my energy. Plus, we still had to clear out a lot of my dad's stuff, and I needed to pack some stuff, so everything was just a whole lot of work. But it was so much fun. We got to see my uncle who has a koi pond, and all of our cousins, my cousins and his 4 kids and wife were there, so I got to see them, and Jackie got to spend time with her cousins, and she's got a lot of cousins. So I'm happy that she got some time with them, and they got to walk in the koi pond, and Jackie got to sit with the kois and feed them and touch them and all that good stuff. So that was a lot of fun for her. We went to the Bahamas on a cruise with my dad, her papa. We all 3 of us, Jackie, me, and my dad, we did a foot pedicure from the little fish that nibble on the stuff off your feet. So that was very fun. So this kind of reminded her, the koi kind of reminded her of that, which was nice. And after that, we just kind of chilled. We went to this Amazon style, I think is what they call it, the Amazon style store. And it was okay. It had a lot of prearranged clothes in different styles and stuff, and some hanging on the clothing racks that you can sort through. And it is kind of neat because it provides more space to display clothes rather than just having a ton of clothes racks. So it makes the store look cleaner. But they had so many different elevators and carts that they would collect everything and bring them to your dressing room, and you couldn't go in the dressing room until they laid the clothes out. So it was kind of weird because they messed up. Like they put me in a dressing room and there was no clothes in it, and then they took me out, waited till the clothes went loaded, and I added some more stuff to the shopping list for the dressing room, but they ended up putting the clothes in a new dressing room instead, which, like, come on, if I was getting clothes, I would want them in the same dressing room. So that was kind of weird. They finally did put it in the dressing room I was in. And it's just a different type of experience, but I get the idea that it takes up less space in the stores because they don't have to have every single size out there on display, so it does make the showroom a lot cleaner. But it was just weird. And I was finding that a lot of the stuff was actually less expensive on Amazon itself, Amazon.com. And I didn't have to spend time in a store to try things on. I could just have things shipped to home and try them on in the convenience of my home. So it just depends what, you know, you're interested in. It was very, very tech friendly. So if you are into like all the new tech stuff and tech way of doing things, then that would be your style. But they do match the Amazon.com prices at the store to make sure that you are getting a good price, but you do have to be wary because some of the items were like $10, $20 more expensive, and I'd have to show them each item on the app so that they would mark it down, which I don't know. I don't think that's right, but that's just my opinion. Because it is a storefront and they do have more overhead costs than just Amazon.com, so I get it. And not everybody's going to be looking on the app for regular prices. They're just going to be going on using the app to scan what they want to try on. So that was kind of fun. What else? What else? I think that was about it. I found both of my stained glass pieces, and unfortunately one of them was very warped, so I don't think I'm going to be taking it home because it's kind of cracked the glass, so I'm very upset about that. But doesn't mean I won't be doing more stained glass. Once I get a house and a garage, I'll be doing stained glass in there. Definitely will. You can guarantee me on that, even if it's just little things that I do for decorations. Most of my stuff is just two-dimensional. I don't get fancy because I'm not that experienced with it. But yeah, so that'll be fun to do once I get a house. House I'm in needs a lot of work. I'm almost debating if I want to tear it down, but I don't really have a place to stay right now to do that. And the house isn't paid off, so I think once we pay it off, then I'll probably tear it down and build my own, or just buy a house, or maybe both, and we'll just use the house I'm in right now as a rental. I don't know, haven't decided yet. So many options. I wish I had a financial advisor to kind of guide me, but I don't really trust people. I think that's my downfall sometimes. But yeah, so that's pretty much my California trip. I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting that happened in California, and I don't think there was. Recapping before, okay, so the medical stuff that's going on, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's a woman thing. So I was very overweight. I've lost overall about 85 pounds now since, I want to say since March, but I was way overweight before, and it's just been like a 1.5 year struggle. So, but overall, when I started my journey on the surgery, I was 85 pounds heavier than I am right now. So yay to the weight loss, and I'm still going. So my goal is about, I want to be about 160. If I can get it to like 120, that would be awesome. 120, 130. Even 140 I'll be okay with. I mean, I'll be okay with what I am now because it's a lot lower, but I do want to get into a non-obese. I'm not morbidly obese range anymore, thank God. I am in the obese range now, so I want to get it into a regular range. So if I can get to 150, 160, I think I'll be okay. And now I am in my 80s, so I'm in my high 180s and working on bringing it down from there. So I'm really happy how that's going. But because of the surgery, one of the reasons why I was having the surgery was I was just having a lot of pressure in my stomach, and we thought it was because I was overweight. I was running into incontinence a lot, which went away after I had my gastric bypass. But there was still pressure, and one day I got into a lot of pain in my stomach, and I thought, okay, well, it was after I went swimming. Yeah, so it was right after I went swimming, and a day or two later, I was just in a lot of pain, and we thought that maybe I had strained or pulled my procedure from the gastric bypass. Something happened. So I was really worried, so I went to the ER because it was that painful. And normally I don't like going to the ER. I'll just deal with the pain or take pain medicine, but this was like really bad. And they did a CAT scan, or a CT scan, I should say, not a CAT scan, a CT scan. They did an ultrasound and found out that I had 2 cysts on my ovaries. Wonderful. So apparently that's where a lot of the pressure still was, even after the gastric bypass. And it turns out one was 10 centimeters, one was 13. So there was no way we can take medication to reduce them. I had to have surgery. Okay. I was kind of nervous about it because they were worried that it was cancerous, but they took a pre-blood test and nothing was, I didn't have any cancer cells in there. Plus, that area of the body doesn't usually run in. We don't have that type of cancer. I don't know of any of my family that had any type of female cancers. So I was, I was nervous, but I was okay. And we found out that there was no cancer, yay, but I was still nervous about everything. And so I was able to talk with Tink, Rose, and Gracie. And I was so happy that I got the chance to talk to them about everything. It made me feel just so much more comfortable about going into the procedure, what the procedure was about, the concern that it could be cancerous, la-da-da-da. And let's just say once I found out I was going through a robotic surgery, which kind of was like my laparoscopic, but this was a full robotic instead, I was like, I've got this. So I wasn't worried at all. Hold on, is that a letter? I don't know what that is. I think that needs to get covered. So I wasn't worried at all. I mean, seriously, I really wasn't. And I really appreciate those ladies for helping me and talking me through it. Gracie really, like I was talking to Tink and Rose about everything, and I really appreciate their feedback, but I think talking to Gracie, she actually really did make me feel 100% comfortable in going through the procedure. Calmed me down from it possibly being cancerous, made me think, okay, it's one day at a time, and once I got that I'm free, it was cancer-free, or I didn't have the signs that they were cancerous cells, I was like, okay, I got this in the bag. I can do this. And I didn't have any issues going in, so I was very happy. They still run tests on it just to make sure that it's not cancerous still, because there could always be a concern, but I haven't heard anything back from them, and I really don't think it's cancerous. But day of the surgery, the type of surgery, I had a full hysterectomy, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Many of you are like, oh, I can't believe you did that. I have one child. My child came to me when I was 40, and I told myself if I couldn't have a child by the time I was 40, I wasn't going to be able to have one. I had a lot of miscarriages and DNCs. So she was a rainbow baby. I didn't even really make that connection until I joined the diamond painting world. And even then, it took me about a good 9 months from joining before I realized that. So she's a blessing in disguise. She's also my headache with her behaviors, but I love her. She is absolutely 100% the best person to have when you're not feeling well. The best bedside manner any person could want. Does she get in trouble still? Yeah, she's still got in trouble even when I was sick, but it's little things that you worry about, not anything major. And I absolutely love her. She gave me, before my surgery this August, she gave me like full-on baths. Like I'm talking about, hold on, let me adjust the camera real quick. Okay, hopefully that lets you see me diamond paint a little bit more without my big old ugly hand in the way. But yeah, she gave me full-on baths, and I'm going to tell you that, when you're a parent, you worry about, oh, they're going to see me naked and blah, 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 and they're too old to do that and whatnot. But this girl didn't comment about anything, didn't look at anything, because, I couldn't go in there with my bathing suit or nothing, but we all have breasts. Even men have breasts, so I'm not worried about her seeing those. I was a little concerned about the nether regions, but she made sure that she put bubble bath in the bath, which was really cute. Mom, I put bubble bath in there just to hide everything. Okay, baby. So once the bath goes away, I said, Jackie, just don't look down. No, Mommy, I'm not looking down there. But she gave me my whole body scrubbed down like she was a medical assistant or a home care nurse. That's what she reminded me of. She reminded me of a home care nurse. Okay, Mom, lean your hair back. I'm going to rinse your hair out. Raise your arm. Let me wash your arm. And I'll put on the soap for you. And it was just, oh my God, I never did that for my parents. I never had to do that for my parents. but she just took it like a champ. And then she wanted to do it again. And it was just, it was the most adult, non-complaining, respectful thing that she's ever done. And it just made me realize that everything I talked to her about when I was pregnant is there. Like, be careful, you know, be caring, put a smile on people's faces. Like, I tell her, you know, you guide kids to what you want them to be, and how, in terms of positivity, as in terms of fighting for what she believes in, and, you know, fighting for others who are getting bullied and whatnot. And think for yourself, make your own decisions, be creative. All that good stuff. So I am so happy for her that, you know, and if she doesn't, and if she goes a different direction, hey, that's okay too, as long as she's making good decisions. But it's like, you can influence your children even before they come out of the womb. And I think that is really cool. Positivity. Now, is she a terror? Yes. Does she steal things? You know, she takes things without asking. Do we have what is it called? Disorder. Compulsion disorder with stuff like that? Yes. Is it just with me? Yes. So there are some issues we do tend to, but I'm just very happy with how she's turned out. I'm trying to decide what number that is. I think that's 16, which is my black. But yeah, so it's been very interesting with her. She's, you know, when I'm not feeling well, she'll sit with me on my bed. I'm just going to find a bag to put these in, because I like to save them in case I need to add them to my canvases. Because, you know, they're good to enhance your canvases with, since they are just crystals. So just put them in a little baggie. Hold on one second. But yeah, so she would stay by my side, you know, and I just wanted comfort, just like on here. It's like, I didn't want to talk to anybody, so it was fun being able to talk with Tink, or have Tink on the line, because she would do most of the talking, and I can just listen, and she put me to sleep. And the same with the live. So it's like, I haven't been able to spend more than 10-15 minutes in someone's live, because I'm missing a drill, darn it. And I threw those away already. Have one that'll match. Nope. Oh well. They'll be missing a drill. Sorry, guys. Where's the rest of my colors? What else do I have? I have number 1. Did I do number 1 yet? No, I haven't. Those go there. Okay. Sorry for that little diversion, but yeah, so anyway, I don't want to get much more on her, because she's a good kid. She has posted TikToks. I'm trying to open this and I don't have my scissors. I am a real freaking hot mess right now. Why do I feel like Mindy when she's crocheting? There's my scissors. Because Mindy never has her scissors with her when she crochets. Sorry, Mindy. I just had to say it. But, yeah. All right, we're good now. I'll find my pen. Oh, Bistro Blank's pen. I absolutely love it. Tray is from, my tray is Bella Arde Nicole. But yeah, so she has been amazing. And my husband came home for over a week. I was just like, oh, really? I wanted him just for like until that Monday, but he ended up staying a few extra days because they didn't have his load. He's an on-the-road trucker. So I really don't talk to him much, or mention him much on here, because he really isn't involved in my life as much, because he is on the road, and just because that's the way it is. But yeah, so he came home. He was actually pretty good. He cleaned up a lot of stuff in the backyard and mowed, which I could not do, and I feel horrible because the grass was really, really bad. But he took care of that. Sorry for the dog barking. Hold on. All right, sorry. That was my dog. She normally doesn't bark. So she just barks when she hears the other little yappy dogs. next door. They haven't really been yapping as much as they used to, which is kind of nice. But anyway, so yeah, so I had a full hysterectomy this past August. I asked my daughter because I needed to do it after. I knew about it, that I was going to need to get it done before California. I was like, is this a true emergency right now? She goes, no, we'll just take it easy and monitor yourself in case you do have pain. Take some pain medicine, blah, blah, blah. And I was doing perfectly fine until I got back from California. About a week after I got back from California, I got hit hard. And I got hit so hard that I was screaming in pain. So luckily my neighbor watched Jackie and then took me to the hospital, to the ER. And they're like, why didn't you call an ambulance? I said, because one, I didn't realize, I thought ambulance was life or death, okay? That's how I think of an ambulance. You don't ask for an ambulance unless you're actually dying. I wasn't dying, I was just in a huge amount of pain. But apparently because the ER is so busy, they want you to call an ambulance when you're in that much pain. Sorry, but that was not on right. And I'm missing 2 purples. See, even with these I miss. Luckily I kept those because they were the bigger drills. So I'm going to pop some out in my little hand. Where'd it go? That should be 1. See, we don't need no stinking pen. And there's the other. Alright, see? Quick fix. And here's the little baggie that I keep all the drills in. See? All the special drills, because I'll just give it to my daughter. She could put it on Christmas cards or something and glue them on. See how we recycle those? Now the little tiny little drills I don't. Unless they're rhinestones or crystals, I'll keep those. But anything else I just usually toss. No, actually I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I keep my drills because I found I do have missing drills with a lot of things, or I'll spill my drills and run out. So it's nice to always have other drills I can use. Or in case somebody else needs them, I can pack, ship them out to whoever needs extra drills. So it's kind of nice to help your friendly diamond painters. But anyway, so yeah, so I was in a lot of pain, and then I was screaming my head off in the ER. I felt so bad, and with my neighbor, I'm like, oh my gosh, so I feel so bad, but I'm in so much pain. She goes, yell it out, girl, yell it out. And then the nurses would come by and say, you need to calm down, you're really loud. I said, you need to give me some medicine so I don't feel this pain. And apparently they were understaffed. They're like, well, why didn't you go up to the bigger hospital? And I was like, why don't you shut the hell up? But I finally got back there. They were actually going to do an emergency, not emergency life and death type of thing, but emergency because of how much pain I was. They were worried that my cyst had, they took another ultrasound, they took another MRI and CT scan. I think it was the MRI they took. And CT scan, or did they just do a CT scan? I'm not sure. But they put me through this thing that circles, circles, circles. You go through it, you come back. So I went through that again. I think that's an MRI. I don't know. I don't think they did the ultrasound again. They just did one of them. And then they sent it over to my surgeon, or the on-call surgeons at the Eastern Carolina University, which is a teaching hospital, but that's where my surgery was planned. So they reviewed the records of what was sent, my blood work, all that good stuff, and decided that my ovaries were okay, that the cysts were covered the ovaries and were kind of wrapped around the ovaries. I don't understand it, but whatever. And they were worried that my pain was because they were cutting off my blood circulation. But they decided last minute that that was not the case, and they were just going to manage my pain instead. So I went home with some painkillers. I can only lay on my left side. So I stayed in bed for a week straight. not doing anything, not moving. Luckily work did it as a 1 absence, so I was okay there. But I'm still going to try and claim it as family medical leave or medical leave because it's related to this surgery that I just had for that ER visit. So we'll see what happens. And let's see. So yeah, so I'm recovering from that. I'm in my last week of recovery and I go back to work I think on Sunday, but I'm trying to get it extended because I'm just not feeling myself when I take that medicine I have to take. I can't tell. I don't know if that's supposed to be, I don't think that's a number, so I'm going to leave that alone. So I don't know if that's a number either. I don't know. I think I'm putting these drills in where they're not supposed to go, but it is all okay. And I don't know why there's little red dots there. Because that's not a number. Okay. It's okay. Anyway, because I just don't feel myself, I have to take that medicine for 30 days. So if I have to be on medicine that keeps me drowsy, then they shouldn't put me back to work. And I'm going to fight for that and see if I can get some extra time off. I am doing okay. Hot flashes are a bitch. Oh my God. I have to have a fan near me. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you. What just happened there? Hold on, because it feels like, nope. It's just the way these are laid out. It looks like that they're not laid out right, but it's all good. I guess that's part of the pattern. So I think I'm done with those. Yes. Are we done with those? I think I finished those. I'm going to say those are done. What's this one down here? Is that one? Oh, those are just little red dots. All right. Let's do number 13 because my black is going to be left for last. Because we all love doing black, right? All right. Where is my... There it is. Need my Ziploc baggies. So yeah, so surgery went really well. I was first one in the morning, so we had to leave my house at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. No, we left at 3:30, I think. 3:45. I don't know. We left. Did we leave at 5:45? We left sometime. I don't know. I think I had to check in by 7. And I was really tired, so, and I was still in a little bit of pain. The medicine they gave me to manage the pain really didn't work that well. Yeah, so it was so much fun. Let me tell you. Hold on one second. I'm just going to pause because I have to find the last drill color that I'm missing. Hold on one second. Okay, I found it. But I wanted to light my candle. It's a white, can you read it? White pumpkin oak wood. Oh my God. It smells really good. It doesn't have like the flowery, hold on, because my lighter doesn't want to light. Well, I guess that's not going to work because there's no more fluid in the lighter. But anyway, so yeah, so I had the surgery. They could not find veins in me. Of course, it's because I hadn't even been able to eat or drink a lot because of how I was feeling. I lost about 10 pounds during the week that I wasn't working because I couldn't really eat and I was barely drinking anything because all I wanted to do was sleep the pain off. And luckily Luckily I still had the medicine for my gastric bypass, which is a nerve and muscle relaxer. So I would take that just so I can crash and go to sleep. So I would sleep a lot during the day. Luckily Jackie was out of school, so she would stay home with me and make her lunches and dinners. She learned how to make an egg by herself, finally. That girl is so afraid of touching the stove because she doesn't want to burn herself. I tell you. So I think I'm just going to get her some oven mitts that actually go all the way up the arm. They should have those for kids, you know, oven mitts that go up the arm. just so to protect her and see what else she can concoct or make. She's not really into that. She wants to do her art, like that's where her interest is, but I was thinking maybe I can do a cooking class with her or something. Who knows? Oh, that reminds me, I do need to go to, I delayed her birthday because the surgery, I asked her, is it okay if I have the surgery right before your birthday? And that way we can just have movie time and stuff in bed for your birthday, and Daddy can just get you the cake and whatnot. And she's like, yeah, Mommy, that's okay. So we decided we were going to have it late September, which means that I need to stop off at the place that we were going to have a birthday. We're actually going to do a, it's called the Accidental Artist, which is a really cute name, but it's all pottery, and you can choose the pottery and paint it and color it and put whatever words you want on it. So I thought that would be fun. I always like to do an art thing for her because she does love art. In the past, we've done paintings. What did we do? We did paintings. I made plate like dough, and I heated the dough for them to make ornaments. We had, oh God, I can't remember what we had. Most of them used to be at Michael's when it was open. Now Michael's is closed. Oh, she had a ninja warrior type thing. It was a wolf theme, but we did it at her dojo, so it was like a ninja warrior obstacle course that they had. So the kids had a lot of fun doing that. And then one year it was just her and her friend had a sleepover. So she's pretty neutral with everything. But this year she does want to go to the jumping place, but you know, where you jump on it, I'm just like, that place is kind of ugh. Like all the kids are sweating on there and putting their sticky hands, and it's COVID central. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that for a birthday party because I was afraid people might not go. So we're just going to do the Accidental Artist, and they'll let us bring food in. They've got a refrigerator for us that we can use. It's a 2-hour thing. So for like the first hour, they do the art stuff, and the second hour we'll do the cake and food, or vice versa. And then the kids paint what they want to paint. So I thought that would be really fun for them and something they can take home. Actually, they won't be able to take it home because they have to put it in the kiln to heat and get the paint all nice and shiny. And then I'll give it to the parents so the kids can take home. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going through my life. So the summer has not been as fun as I expected it to be. I can't even go swimming right now, which sucks. Sorry for the words, but it does because of my surgery. But yeah, so I'm slowly getting my groove back. I am doing a crochet. I think I mentioned that initially, that I'm doing a crochet along with Mindy and Angie the Craftnado, and I am loving that. I can't believe I actually have time to sit and crochet. So that's really nice because I did get my diamond painting out of the way. And I think working on one diamond painting for several events does help with that. Yeah, so anywho, I've got Drills and Chills and DP Festival of Witches and Let Your Witch Goddess Be Free. So I have a witch from DAC that I'm going to be doing. I have unboxings up the yin yang that I've got to post, but I realized, okay, I need you guys to be honest here. And let me know what you think. I actually have unboxings to do. I had several of them to do in a video. I think I had 3 of them to do in a video. And unfortunately in the first part of the video, and maybe through, you know, a little bit more inside, I haven't checked all of them yet, but my toe was showing. It's not a bad looking toe, but I know a lot of people have toe fetishes that do not like toes. So I was wondering if I should post it with my toes still showing, or if I should put a sticker over it, or if I should just re-edit and refilm. Let me know what you guys think. The only thing is that the drills are a mess because I already took them out of the bag. So I guess I can just kind of end the video and say, hey, let me get the drills out and I'll show you the drills. And that way I don't have to worry about the drills being out of the bag. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I think I might just edit the video to put a sticker on the toe in the beginning and maybe refilm the rest of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you wouldn't mind commenting. I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't want it to look unprofessional, if you know what I mean. But I think I might refilm, just to be honest with you. But yeah, so look forward to those. I did post some new stuff. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not. So take a look at those new videos. And I've been talking for a while. Daughter's back in school, so I'll just finish with my quick little updates. Mommy was a bad mommy and didn't realize that school started on Monday. Somewhere I read that it was a teacher's day today on Monday. I don't know where I read that, but I did see it, and that's what I stuck with, and I should have checked the calendar, but she already missed the first day of school. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but for someone that likes to get on the attendance award thingy, that's gonna make a fail for her. So I just told her I apologize and that I would take her out of school another day just to go do something, just to make it a valid reason for missing it. But she technically did sleep in until noon. So I was like, well, you missed it too because you slept until noon. But she had it yesterday. She went to school for the first time yesterday, Tuesday. She came home. She was not feeling well. She was saying that she had a headache. I'm like, did you drink stuff at school? No, Mommy, I didn't drink a lot. Well, why didn't you drink a lot? You're probably just dehydrated. I was really worried because she runs really warm, but she had just been on a bus. And I thought maybe it was just from being outside in the heat that made her warm, but she slept like, let's see, we went to go get groceries or some food. We got home, I want to say about 6, and she's like went to sleep. So it just worried me a little bit, but she seemed to be okay this morning. And I know she's going to have adjustments with school and being tired because the fact she stays up too late. And I tried to get her on a schedule, and she was doing pretty good on her schedule, but it's still an adjustment to having your brain working all day long, you know? Okay, let's see what else could happen to this video. You know when you're recording and all of a sudden your video shuts off and you don't realize it? Yes, I was talking for like a full 10 minutes before I realized I had no video. But anyway, it's just because my camera was all, lots of stuff on my camera, so there was like no space. So I went ahead and edited some stuff and took some things off, and now I have room. Yay. So anyway, in the meantime, my daughter did come home and had a really good day at school. She was all happy, but my girl's got style. I'm gonna tell you, she's got her own Jackie style, and I don't know what type of style. It's called the Nothing Matches style. So I will take a picture of her and put it on my social media just because, hey, celebrate your differences, right? But yeah, she was wearing a flower black skirt, which had some maroon colors in it. And then she's into these private, I want to say private school or uniform polo shirts. You know, the kind that you get at like Children's Place or something. Sorry, but my multitasking wasn't multitasking. My multi-placement wasn't working there. But you know how they have those polo shirts they have to wear? Well, she's into that. She doesn't want to go to private school, but she wants to wear those clothes. I don't know why, but if it makes her happy, sure, I'll go ahead and buy you some. If it's going to make you wear jeans during the winter and the fall, yeah, I'll go ahead and buy you some of those shirts and a sweater to go with it. So, yeah, she's all set. A poor little girl. I don't know. It's going to be interesting when she gets into middle school and she pulls this style out of her. I wonder how many people are going to want to copy her. But I got her these really cute little kitty socks from Amazon that go knee-high or above the knee. She just loves those. So I'm like, go for it. Go ahead and wear those. But I don't want no mismatched socks in the dryer, right? Don't you hate that? That's another story altogether. But anywho, I got to hit Sam's Club and pick up my groceries. I had my order part of it was being mailed to me, and I didn't realize that I forgot to change the address from my parents' house in California, so they got delivered in California. Luckily, I'm going to call them and have the order. Well, they said that they weren't going to charge my card, but I just need to call them and have them do a pickup on it to have it returned. So thank God for that, because there's no way, with as much as the boxes, I got protein drinks that they don't carry in the store. So it's their fault technically for not carrying it in the store, right? Can I say that? No, it's my fault for not verifying the address. But I never saved the address to begin with. So I don't know. That's a whole nother story. I'm just happy that they're not going to charge me for it. And they're just going to get the return. I don't know who delivered it, UPS or someone, come by and pick it back up. So I'm very thankful for that. But other than that, I'm going to head out and go pick up my groceries. And I will continue making more videos for you guys now that I'm feeling a little bit better and have stuff going on, so yay. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Chef Diamond as well, because I did forget her earlier and I do apologize, but she's also been another go-to lately. Always checking on me every day, just like Tink, or almost every day. And I actually did a little video for her school, for the meals that she prepares for the parents for back to school night, and it really came out good, so I'm very happy that the parents enjoyed it and I can do that for her. So yeah, so thank you, Chef. Go make sure that you subscribe to her, Mindy, Angie, and whoever else I mentioned. I'll try and put as many of the things down as I can, just because I like to pay it forward. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Hopefully you did. And comment below, especially with the toe, quote unquote, situation. I just need to know what to do. It's never happened to me before, and I don't want to mess it up. But I'll probably end up re-recording as much as I can. So anyway, I'm going to call it quits for here. You guys have a great, as I say, morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is when you watch this. Stay true to yourself. Always love yourself first and spread it out to others. Be kind, be wise, be smart, and have a beautiful day. Ta-ta. Bye.